Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Vladimir Panchenko, as already mentioned. Uh, I'm the biggest private seller of games in the world. In the past 5 years, me and my team, we have sold 15 million of digital game copies. Just a year ago, we launched a new project, Skins Cash, to trade virtual items. It's already second largest in the world. We turned over more than 12 million items. We also started another project, D-Market, and did a short first phase, 4 days, and raised almost 11 millions a couple of days ago, and moving towards main phase in November. Uh, Imagine that there is a hidden economy cluster with billions of customers, sellers, buyers, items, goods, but they're technologically limited to trade. That's what I'm going to tell you today. Uh, Whatever we do in our life, whether we drive a bus, you're a banker, a lawyer, we always invest our time and experience looking for new experience, and sometimes we merge with new assets. Gaming industry reached $100 billion revenue in 2016. More than 2 billion people play games every day. Usually, every minute they spend in a game comes back with new assets, virtual assets. It could be a pile of crystals, a fancy car, even a laundry machine. But at this time, there is no way you can trade, exchange these items between billions of gamers in the world. Anybody here played Dota or CSGO? Cool. So we are here like 132 million gamers that are available to trade these items for a couple of games. And these just couple of games already turn over $3 billion. What we are trying to do, there are also around 4K professional esports gamers who also make some profits from their games. But the rest of us are limited. And we were trying for last year when we launched Cash to add another games to the trading market. But this is very hard or almost impossible to do, because when we even add like 10 or 20 developers, every time when we exchange an item, we have to synchronize all their databases with each other. That's crazy or almost not working even with 20 developers. And that's where magic of blockchain comes. The D-Market we're building right now, it's based on blockchain with smart contracts. We're connecting developers via API with their items to the blockchain, and it makes it possible to do one-click trade or exchange of any virtual items in any game on any platform. So we're basically making virtual items real commodities. I've spent a couple of examples. Last year, I spent dozens of hours playing Witcher 3. That's a marvelous game, piece of art. But for all those hours I spent, I made a lot of items. That was some shields, horse, items, sometimes even underwear. But what could I do with all that items? Nothing. But with D-Market and blockchain, I can trade these assets to the fellow player, to a fancy car, or even just sell them, take the money, and go for a date. So we're really making them like assets. I totally understand this is more fintech than a gaming conference, because gaming conference right now in Germany, and our guys are signing contracts over there. I'll try to explain how this technology will change life of everybody else here, even not gamers. Imagine in 2020, you're going to Amazon looking for gloves. You're getting 10 gloves in return of your query. 5 of those coming from Macy's, Bloomingdale's, or whatever else retail store. But some of them will come from famous games, which will also be tradable, aftermarketable, or valuable. At this moment, a lot of fashion designers are making capsule collections to the retail chains. Imagine when, for example, Kim Kardashian will do a limited collection of boots for a popular game. You will see those boots on blockchain, you will see their limited availability, and they will be unique. You will not be able to fake them. How popular and how demanded will that be? Past years, maybe 2 or even 3 years, the auditory of the final of League of Legends is more than the auditory of Super Bowl. The market of NFL memorabilia, the market cap, is more than $2 billion. Imagine what will be the demand for memorabilia for those who now win the championships. When you can own it, when you can get the collection, and in 5 years show it off. I have everything from all the winners. That what will make much more than $2 billion. Another thing is that right now we're selling from 10 to 15,000 games per day. 80% of those are 2, 3, or even more years old. There is a huge demand on all games. So what we can do with this technology is not to bring virtual items into real ones, but even bring the old items to the market. So there could be even the garage sales of all the old games you ever had. You will be selling, you will be selling the items you ever earned. The last but not least, everybody right now is obsessed with electric cars. One of the main profits of which and benefits is zero carbon footprint. We can beat even zero with virtual cars. You can own it, you can sell it, you can buy it, you can show it off. And sometimes, for example, on Skins Cash right now, we're selling from 25 to 30,000 virtual items per day from Counter-Strike. Around 20 of those cost $3,000, $4,000 each. People pay $3,000, $4,000 for a picture. They can buy 2 cars for that. But this picture brings more joy for them than a real car. And that will beat any gigafactories, any warehouses, everything. Eco-friendly. That's one more thing. I'm almost sure that somebody here have kids. Anybody? Yeah, I'm 100% sure that your kids are playing games. But sometimes it's annoying. But imagine that a couple of years later, playing those games, having their experience and having their skills, they will earn. They will bring a new iPhone for Papa saying, thank you very much for my PS4, now I'm a grown-up man. And I'm 100% sure that kids from this auditor will do exactly what I'm saying. That was just a little thing what could be done with a marvelous gaming industry and blockchain. I'm 100% sure that in 10 years, almost everything will be on blockchain, not only the gaming industry. People like me, entrepreneurs, visionaries, we're building products, and we're conquering new world. What we really need is help from experienced people, from lawyers, bankers, accountants, to help us build it right. So join us, help us, and let's build a new future together. Yes, please.
Hi, there's a lot of in-market, actually in-game marketing as well. How do you guys think about what interact with some of the stuff that the players are actually gaining through the experiences within the game? So, for instance, take Destiny. You can actually go buy things using like silver, right? So you buy that silver.
Yeah, I totally understand the question.
All those things, right? So, like, how does that then interact that model with the marketplace model?
Yeah, we've seen like already we signed maybe dozens of different game developers and publishers. We have different economy models for different payment models they implement. It's easier with pay to play, where you just pay for the game, use it and play. That's easier. It's much harder. It's for example free to play, or sometimes mobile guys we call them pay to pay. It's harder, but for example, we signed an agreement with mobile game developer Totem Games. When we came there, we were telling them that there are 3 benefits and 1 downgrade. You will get more revenues, you will get more lifetime value, and you will get more marketing. But we can disrupt your economy model. He said, yes, definitely, you can. But I wanted to do this all my life. I will help you to create the model which will work. He asked his financiers, and we spent a couple of days imagining the models. We now have the working models for every payable model. For example, just one of the examples. For example, one of his game is here a gym. They're selling equipment, you're building a gym, you're showing off to your friends, and they are, it's kind of sport between them. Right now, they earn the money selling equipment. We can do with a smart contract add durability to equipment. So first 2 weeks, your gym and your equipment will shine brightly. In 2 weeks, it will be scratched and become tradable. Somebody will want always have it shining brightly, and every 2 weeks buying new and selling it to the aftermarket. And somebody will want to not willing to spend a lot. It's still working same. It's just we humans want to see something better, or whether it works or not. It's like with skins. They don't change any game balance, nothing. It's just showing off.
I'm sorry, purchasing is almost in competition with the gamers who will be trading or selling within their own marketplaces. So let's say you have a Sparrow, let's say you have a knife, a gun, whatever it is, and you have another gamer that wants to purchase that from you, but then the game itself is also offering that in-game to purchase. Now you have a sort of conflict of interest where you have a marketplace of gamers who all want to trade, but then you also have a gaming platform that wants to sell within the game. Have you seen any sort of issues there, or like how to get around that?
How it works. Game develop. It's maybe too much of technical info, but I will try if I understand your question right. How it works: the IP owner, game developer, creates a smart contract on his side, issuing tokens items, which added to the blockchain become tradable. So if these items, another publisher will want to use in his game, it will be just on his consideration. The only this question was asked maybe first a week ago. I never asked the publisher because I was always thinking that if we are creating intellectual property, we won't use others to you actually in the game. But I can tell you the name of the publisher, but one of those we signed, they are already developing two different games, 3D shooter and RPG. And they already using the market technology, they invented a new game experience when you can earn something in one game and you will have to transfer it to another and you can't find it there. And they already enhancing the gaming experience within one publisher. Within different publisher, it's up on them. I don't know, but it's possible.
So this might come as a surprise to a lot of you, but in gaming, there's like a really huge betting scene where all these items are tradable, and there's a lot of like esports players that play professionally. So they play games every single day with like teams against teams, and everyone bets on those games using their items, which have like real world value. And whereas in the real world, you need to be like 18 to bet, there's like 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds betting thousands of real world money on these games. So I want to just ask about like your policy on, whereas you talked a lot about buying items, but do you have a policy on selling items? Like let's say you bet on a game and you win a lot of money. Is there a way to cash out using your platform and turn that into real world money?
Yeah, first on the D market, you will able it's the same as on Skins Cash. You will able in one click to top up your account with fiat money to buy the tokens to buy or sell items. And the same thing we will realize also as a Skins Cash. In one click, you will be able to turn your tokens into any type of card, PayPal, whatever else. But what you are asking is, we will definitely give the API, like Steam gives, to everybody else to use the items in any other business, to do the marketplace, to build something like Skins Cash or another place, just so when these are real items, you can do whatever you want. But if it will go out and beyond the legal field of operations, it will come back to the lawyers, which are we working right now, and that's the question to them. But technically, that's doable, yes.
We're extending the one.
Just one quick question. Like, have you thought about the money laundering concerns with this? Like, you could potentially wash a good amount of money through your ecosystem very quickly in terms of putting dirty money in, putting it into the marketplace, and having it wash out with your clean money into a PayPal account.
Well, what we do right now with our projects, when you can top up with something real money or get out with real money, we do the basic or more or less KYC with those clients. That's exactly where it's coming. If you want to cash out a lot of money, you have to do it. We are now creating, building or moving an office in Santa Monica. We will definitely be under the United States laws, and that's the way we are willing to go. So definitely that's gonna happen. Thank you very much.